Hey folks, this is Eric Gould and today is December 13th and tonight is a full moon, and if you're going to shoot the full moon you got to do some planning. So I'm using this application right here, Photographer's Ephemeris, as the way to do my planning. And where I think I want to shoot from is a park in San Francisco. It's Ina Coburth is the way it's called, and I'm going to click typed in here, and I have the park is right down here and I can see it. And let's just zoom in to that a little bit. All right, that's where, so it didn't really click directly in the park. So I'm going to pick this up. This is where my shooting, where I'm going to shoot from, is this little red guy here. And now I'm going to zoom back out. And what I'm looking at is I'm looking at this blue line here. This is where the moon is going to rise. And what I'm looking for was hoping to get a shot where the moon rising would be above Coit Tower. Now, it doesn't look like it's going to do that. And even, let's see what happens later in the day. It's moving that way. So that's not going to work. Let's just zoom in a little bit further. And if I want to just find a position where it will work, I'm moving that over. Okay, now it's directly over it. I can move back a little bit. And now let's zoom in and see where that is. All right, unfortunately, that big building is going to be in the way. So that's not going to work to get for tonight's shot. Another place where people like to shoot the moon over that, and depending on the time of the year, is over by Fort Mason Center, over on here on this pier. But you can see that's clearly not going to be the case. So what we're doing is we're looking for a spot where it's going to cross over and be kind of ideal. That looks pretty good. Let's see where that is. Well, look, here's Washington Square Park. So Washington Square Park will work. My only fear is in Washington Square Park is whether or not we can actually see Coit Tower from there. Coit Tower is up on a hill, and the park is down low, and I don't have time between now and then to just figure that out, whether or not that's going to actually work as a shot. So let me come up with another landmark. And the other landmark I'm thinking of is the ferry building. Here's the ferry building here, and it has a tower right above it. So let's move this guy into that park here. And then I'm going to zoom up just a little bit to get a better view. And that's the center of the building right here. And we want the moon just to be above that center. So right there would work. And that is accessible. That's the park right there. And where is the, well, it looks like it's, now that I look at it this way, maybe move over just a little bit more. So somewhere in this vicinity in this park right here. And then what we have to do is we have to watch. We may not be able to see the moon. I'm looking at this number down here. It's at a negative number. It's 708. Let's move to 708. That's when the moon rises. It's still a negative number, and we may not be able to see the moon yet because it's below the horizon. So it's going to move slightly, probably about 10% positive. Which way are we going to go here? Okay, let's maybe around here, see where it's moving. So we'll have to kind of come back. So somewhere in this vicinity, let me just double check that. There it is here. So we'll have to do a little bit of a dancing in here, over here. Let's see. So I'm probably going to start in this area over here, and then I'll move over towards the fountain later on to be able to get that shot. And let's zoom back out. And if I want to, this product, what we could also do is we grab this little guy here, and this will give us kind of a picture of where we are. So we're right in front of the tower. All right, so a couple things we have to look out for is our position is, there's trees here, so we'll have to look for that. So we might have to come right in the front. If we come in front, the trees I happen to know are right on the board here, so I might even have to shoot it out of the park, but along the street here to get that shot. Let's go back out to the map view. Well, that's the way I would plan it. That's what I'm going to look to do, and I don't know if I'm actually going to get out there today to make that shot, but that's the way I look at using this product as a way to plan my photography, and hopefully you guys have a great time out there tonight shooting the full moon.